I don't know about you guys, but it seems like it's been an entire lifetime since we experienced the impact of Musical.ly. It was once a huge platform that introduced us to some of the biggest stars of the last few years. And this is due to a lot of the biggest Musical.ly stars moving over to TikTok, where they got to catapult their careers into being A-list celebrities. But not everyone got so lucky, and there are a few stars from the once staple social media platform that have simply been forgotten about as the years have gone by. And they are the subject of today's video. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Lauren Gray was known to be one of the biggest stars on Musical.ly. She had several million followers and an extremely dedicated fan base. She achieved this all at just 15 years old, which is literally so impressive. Lauren was known for lip syncing to songs that were big at the time. After she climbed up the social ladder, she decided to take a big step of setting up her own music career. She released the songs Queen and My Story alongside some YouTube covers of songs by artists like Dua Lipa, but sadly, none of her songs became big hits. And when Musical.ly's successor TikTok came around, Lauren struggled to make the same impact that she once had. But it's not all bad news though, you guys, as Lauren has been using her extra time to pursue other ventures in her career. She still has a small music career that her dedicated fan base love her for, and in 2020, it was announced that Lauren was going to be launching her own jewelry business. Ariel Martin, known better by her username Baby Ariel, was the queen of Musical.ly when it was at the height of its popularity. She had nearly 40 million followers on Musical.ly, as well as millions of followers on Instagram. Ariel had one of the biggest careers out of any other social media star. She won a Kids' Choice Award in 2016 for her Musical.ly account and also became an activist, launching the Ariel movement. To put it into perspective for y'all on how big Ariel was at the time, she became so dedicated to her social media career that she actually quit school so that she could use as much of her spare time as possible to focus on her Musical.ly account. This obviously paid off for her though, as Ariel was featured in a worldwide campaign for Coca-Cola. So where did it all go wrong? Well, Ariel was never really involved in any scandals or drama, so she was never canceled by the internet, as she has always been unproblematic. But it has also been a long time since Ariel got famous. She became successful all the way back in 2015, which was 7 years ago. There are some kids that weren't even alive when Musical.ly was invented, so their first introduction to social media was probably TikTok. And by the time that TikTok became big, Ariel had already passed her peak in popularity and struggled to replicate her impact on Musical.ly's successor. This is interesting because who knows which stars that are currently big on TikTok could fall into the same trap in a few years. It's a scary possibility that people like Charli D'Amelio and Addison Rae may be on a list just like this one in a few years' time. Despite this though, according to Google, I don't think that Ariel is too upset about her moment being passed, since her net worth is estimated to be around $20 million. If you were on the internet between 2015 and 2018, I'm sure that you are no stranger to the name Jacob Satorius. Jacob was born in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and shortly after his birth, he was adopted and moved to Virginia. Jacob seemed destined to have a career in the spotlight. At just age 7, he began acting in musicals, which is where he discovered that he had a love for performing for others. In 2016, Jacob started posting to the social media app Vine, but after the social media platform collapsed and was shut down, he entered the world of Musical.ly, where he would post lip sync videos to popular songs. In a short amount of time, Jacob gained millions of followers both on Musical.ly and also Instagram. And in 2016, he made the decision to pursue a career in music, and his first ever single, Sweatshirt, was released. Sweatshirt was not well received, as thousands of people started to mock Jacob by saying that he couldn't sing and that he was only starting a music career for clout and money. But this didn't stop him, and he kept releasing music, which would go viral all over the internet because he was hated by so many for his low-key annoying songs. Even though he had become a huge meme online, Jacob's career was actually super successful. And in 2016, it was revealed by Google that Jacob was the 9th most searched musical artist of the year. After this, Jacob went went on tours and played sold-out concerts to thousands of fans and also had a relationship with Stranger Things star Millie Bobby Brown, which lasted for just 8 months. Jacob's rise to fame did not come without controversy though, as at his peak in popularity, he was met with allegations that he had been asking girls for inappropriate pictures on social media DMs, and he was using his status as a celebrity to his advantage. These allegations were denied by Jacob and his team, and they were later disproven, so the incident didn't affect his career too much. However, these days, Jacob's popularity has decreased massively. He's still kind of seen as a meme by millions online, and he also releases music to this day, but his new songs fail to get the millions of views that songs like Sweatshirt did, and now he has a small but dedicated fan base. Lisa and Lena are two of the most well-known Musical.ly stars. The German twins started posting on the social media app all the way back in 2015, and they were adored by so many. They would post regular content that thousands of other kids were making. However, the world was literally obsessed with them. Then, when Musical.ly died and TikTok came into its place, the twins switched to the new platform and managed to actually stay pretty popular, gaining over 30 million followers. In fact, at one point, they were the most followed on the entire app. So unlike other Musical.ly stars like Lauren and Ariel, Lisa and Lena didn't fall into the trap of not being able to keep their success and popularity alive on TikTok. Lisa and Lena actually managed to gain nearly 3 million followers and over 12 million likes within 24 hours of setting up their account. Their careers stayed on a steady incline. However, in 2019, they made an announcement that would shock the entire world. They announced to their fans that they would be deleting their TikTok account, which would be basically killing off a super huge portion of their social media following. They made the announcement in a handwritten message to their fans, which read, "Hi guys, we have to tell you something important. We had a long thought about it and now finally decided. We will close down our TikTok channel." The twins stated that it was time to move on and break new ground, which makes sense as by this point they had pretty much grown up from the little girls that they once were when they started posting on Musical.ly. They continued their statement by explaining, "We are growing up, our interests are changing, and also the way we want to communicate with you, our community." This wasn't the only reason that they decided to delete their TikTok though, you guys. The girls didn't feel like the app was safe, though so many people could not understand why they would delete their TikTok and erase millions of their fans. It looked like Lisa and Lena were referring to a privacy scandal that TikTok was involved in, which showed that the app did not meet child protection guidelines, and children that were under the age of 13 were able to set up accounts and reveal private information such as emails and addresses without parental consent. It was genuinely so crazy and shocking that the twins deleted their account, but they are still thriving outside of the popular social media platform as they have released their own clothing brand and have become big in the fashion industry, attending tons of fashion shows. See you guys soon!